Hi, I'm Juanita and welcome back to the Knit Guru. What are we doing here? With another ball of wool and more needles. Well, we're going to attempt to knit another hat. Now, why am I making a video about yet another hat? Mostly because I don't think I've done a hat in this yarn before. This is from Skeins. I really like the Southlander yarn. It's hard wearing, but when it gets washed, it gets really soft. Before then, it's not as soft as it could be. This is 303 metres in this ball, so it's massive. It's a 200 gram, 12 ply bulky wool in Lake Blue. I've had this for a long time. Now, my sister's eldest stepdaughter, that's a mouthful, is heading back to Australia shortly, and she evidently wants a grungy beanie. I don't exactly know what I consider a grungy beanie to be. I should. I was a teenager in the 90s. That's when grunge was at its finest. And yet, what I find myself doing is going on Pinterest and going on Google and typing in grungy beanie and then saying, how grungy is grungy? Are we talking cat ears? Are we talking fur? Are we talking ear flappy, dangly bits? Or are we just talking like an oversized beanie? So what I'm thinking is oversized beanie in a dark colour. I was going to make black, but I actually figure that this lake blue is kind of like cooler than black, right? Like, it's not blue, it's a grungy blue, because that's a thing. I also figure it might not knit up too slowly, based solely on the fact that it's a 12mm yarn. What it's asking for, 5.5mm needles. Right, so what am I thinking? If I was to link the hat for the 1 hour beanie. Now, the 1 hour beanie is made on 9mm needles with a 14 ply yarn, which is bigger than this, quite substantially. Now, that I use 44 to 48 stitches for an adult beanie. And then the cabled beanie, which is on 4mm needles, I either use 108 or 120 stitches. I'll link both of those because one of them's a really easy hat and the other one's just a really nice hat. So what are we going to do here? I don't really know. I'm leaning towards... Do I just split the difference? So if one's almost 50 and the other one's about 110, what's halfway between there? There's a 60 difference, so 80? Do I go 80? Do I try 80? I might try 80 and see how it feels, and then go from there. Yes, what I need to do, though, is to use this green cable, not the orange cable, because at least with the green cable I know I can do the whole thing. The other struggle street that I'm going to have is that when I get down to the point, I know that I don't have 5.5mm double pointed needles, so I'm just going to have to use the 5s for that. But I do also need to finish this hat. Well, she flies home back to Australia on Friday. That gives me maybe 3 days if I have to take it to school on Thursday at the latest, to give to my nephew, to give to his mother, to give to his stepdaughter. Oh, that's a mouthful. Or we've got a family dinner on Tuesday. Can I do it in 2 days when I have to work? Probably not. We shall see, because it is, you know, not that many stitches. Let's give it a go. Right, we're going to start off by casting on 90 stitches on our 9mm circular needles. Now, this is going to be an easy project, so it's not too bad. We're going to now just rib 20 rows of knit one, purl one, rib. Admittedly, knit one, purl one, rib is kind of boring to knit, but you'll get there and it'll be fine. You see, it'll start working up nice and quick. Well, it'll start working up slowly, and then it will improve in its speed. Some people are really good at knitting knit one, purl one, rib, like particularly those who are combination knitters or continental knitters. I find getting to the purl stitch just takes such a long time for me because I'm an English style knitter. But the band does build up quite quickly because with the chunky yarn and the 9mm needles, it grows quickly. And there we are, we're done, 20 rows. It gives us enough space to fold our band over and make it sort of a considerable band for extra warmth. It's got nice stretch to it. So in that way, you know, we like it. Now we're just going to set up for this pattern that goes over the entire hat with these wide ribs, for lack of a better description. So to set it up, we need to just knit 6 and then purl 3. Put your stitch marker in at this point. I mean, you can put the stitch marker in from the very beginning, but I never bother from the very beginning because you can usually see it with the rib stitching. But for this bit here, I just mark the beginning and end of each row with a stitch marker. So it's a knit 6 and it's purl 3, and it just repeats all the way around. And what this does is it just means that the hat can sit more securely on the head and it doesn't just become a big baggy mess over time. And you get these lovely deep ridges, or something, whatever you want to call it anyway. So you can fold the band up and it looks quite good. 40 rows and you've got a good length. You can keep going if you want a longer slouchier beanie, and that's all good. You do you, boo. First row, we're going to knit 6, purl 1 and then purl 2 together for our crown. That's going to decrease by 1 every 9 stitches. Next one, knit 6 and then purl 2 together, and repeat that over the row. We're now making that centre, that all those purl valleys are going to start disappearing. There's no more purl stitches at this point. They're exciting. So this one, knit 1, move your stitch marker over 1 because it just makes it easier to follow the instructions. Knit 5, knit 2 together, repeat it around the row. It's just going to bring a slanted line over where the purls were. The 4th row, knit 4, knit 2 together on this crown decrease. You'll never guess what the next row is. Of course you can. Knit 3 and then knit 2 together. So it's coming together quite quickly and you're getting this cool slanted pattern across your ribbed bits. I think it looks cool anyway. So now we're going to knit 2 and knit 2 together. You'll see that pattern forming quite neatly. You can feel proud of yourself. I know I do. You can move to double pointed needles, but I didn't bother. So now we're going to knit 1 and knit 2 together. The pattern will be showing quite a lot and you'll be feeling like it's really quite tight to get through with your stitches. Our last row, we're just going to knit 2 together, repeat it around the whole row, and you're going to have very few stitches left. Cut your yarn with a 10 centimetre tail, thread that yarn through a needle, and then thread it through all those remaining stitches. Pull it tight, and now you're just ready to darn in those ends. So if you just thread it through these stitches, pull it tight to close the loop at the top, and then darn in your yarn tails. You can use many stitches. Go through that centre bit quite a bit with a sharp darning needle, just so that you can really close it and know that it's secure. You can put a pom-pom on the top, but here's the top detail. See, I think that looks cool. Bit of a starburst going on. And there it is, one finished beanie. I don't know whether or not it's grunge light, 90s aesthetic. I don't know. Either way, it was a relatively quick knit, and it's very comfortable, and it's very warm, probably too warm even for Toowoomba in Australia, but we shall see. We shall see. I hope you enjoy having a go making it if you so desire. I will catch you next week. Bye. Actually, I should probably just do the thing where I go, here's some other videos. Maybe you could subscribe. You have options. Many options. Yeah. I'll catch you next week. I've got to go.